Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Kate.
And I'm Alex.
And no, we're not in Thailand.
And this isn't the White Lotus.
We're in New Zealand. We're back with Paul.
Kate is trying to send you mixed signals.
I know, I found this after we've done all of Tom's Thailand videos. I'm absolutely gutted. It's Matt's top.
Well, that's the thing. I didn't even know you had a Thailand top.
I just didn't even
otherwise
think
I would have
about it. Yeah.
Crack out your Thailand top.
I've got a few tops that have got like the countries on, but not a New Zealand one. So Paul, I'm rocking Thailand.
You like t-shirts with places, don't you?
I know. But anyway, yes, we are back with another box from Paul. This is super exciting. It's been a long time coming. Sorry for the wait, Paul.
And was this before or after Paul said he wasn't going to send us anymore?
No, I think this was before. We decided to then do the curveball box first. Now, since the curveball box, Paul's emailed again. Shall we update on Paul?
Because last time he was now a dunker.
Well, I'll go one more on you with the dunking of biscuits. I now no longer have sugar in my tea.
Oh, he just dunks a biscuit.
Because Yorkshire has quite a bitter taste. That's his favourite tea, Yorkshire tea. Sugar detracts from its taste. They don't blend. It doesn't just taste slightly less delicious with sugar, as in it's a preference. Sugar almost ruins the taste completely. Because of these British and European food tasting channels or videos, I am now a sugarless, tea-drinking biscuit dunker.
Paul, congratulations.
In regards to the last box, you know we said about the Griffin's biscuits. Yeah. He says, Griffin's is by far our staple manufacturer of biscuits, and our biscuits are probably the worst of our food. Whittaker's chocolate and pies are by far our top foods. I can see that.
Yeah.
You will probably be able to tell by the curveball package why I hadn't dunked a lot of biscuits. It makes sense now.
Yeah.
Like, it makes sense.
Because most of them aren't actually biscuits. As soon as you put them in water, they just
don't work.
Yeah.
Whereas like so many of our biscuits here are dunkable. We are a dunking nation, aren't we? Yeah. Not that I dunk.
Not that you dunk, no.
Well, doesn't this look absolutely delicious? Shall we crack in?
I think we should, yeah.
We have got some apple cider vinegar crisps.
Cool.
I've never heard of this.
Like apple cider vinegar.
From our farm to you, Heartland potato chips, kettle cooked. And then look down there. 100% New Zealand family owned. So Heartland chips are not only grown into one of New Zealand's most loved brands, but also the only true blue, 100% New Zealand owned and operated potato chip company in the land. All because a great Kiwi farmer from a great Kiwi farm with a great Kiwi can-do attitude set to work to make the greatest Kiwi potato chips.
Hear ye.
I'm not sure what I was expecting.
Yeah.
But even though it said apple cider vinegar, I wasn't really thinking like, oh, salt and vinegar.
Yeah.
But it does smell very much like salt and vinegar.
Yeah, because what would be different but is just instead of it being like a malt vinegar, it's an apple cider.
Yeah, I think because it said apple, I was really thinking it's going to taste like apple.
I wonder if you'll get much of the apple cider vinegar or it will just be tangy.
Yeah.
Wow. That is a lovely flavour. I'm not a big salt and vinegar fan, but that is amazing. Really nice crunchy crisp.
The crunch is amazing.
And the tang on them is incredible.
Do you still have apple cider vinegar every day or just?
Every now and then. I think it does have an apple cider vinegar.
I don't really know what apple cider vinegar tastes like, but it tastes like vinegar.
It gives it like a real freshness. That's lovely.
They're amazing. I often find recently some salt and vinegar crisps are not punchy enough.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Do you remember the ones our Uncle George used to get from the co-op?
They would like knock you out.
Whoa. Really delicious.
These are so good.
Do you know what they go really nicely with?
A tuna sandwich.
Tuna mayo sandwich, yeah.
Have we had many crisps from New Zealand? I don't think about Paul's box and think crisps, but I think that's because more recently we've had lots of chocolate and biscuits. Anyway, they are phenomenal. I'm giving them 10 out of 10. The flavour's amazing, the crunch is amazing, the texture's amazing. Literally the perfect crisp for me.
They're not the perfect crisp for me because I would prefer a different flavour, but I completely get what you're saying. The execution of them, the flavouring of them.
Those in a cheese and onion for you would be a perfect.
Yeah.
They're incredible.
Really good.
Really, really good. Well done, New Zealand.
I'm very impressed.
Again, proving I could move to New Zealand.
Yeah. Sorry, Paul, this might be a bit loaded. Would you prefer to move to New Zealand or Australia?
Well, it's funny because I've not been to either, so I don't think I can actually really fully say.
This is all based on hearsay.
And actually, I think my whole life I've been pushed more photos, videos, whatever, of Australia. And more recently, I've seen so much more about New Zealand, and New Zealand looks incredible. So what about you?
Yeah, I've never been that thingy on the Australian hype. A lot of people are like, oh, I'd like to go to Australia.
Yeah.
I've never really been that bothered. And I do more now. I think Australia would be a really cool place to go. But I feel like New Zealand would probably be more my vibe.
But because they're not too far away, if you lived in one, you could kind of...
If you were going to Australia, I know there's a lot to do in Australia as it is, but I feel like it'd be a shame not to do New Zealand while you're kind of there.
Well, that's the thing. I will be visiting Australia because my friend's moving there. So maybe that gives it a more of a, I'd like to move to Australia more. So have you given it a score
I
yet?
give it a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for me. Perfect. Is Cookie Monster?
Ready! Cookie Monster! Cookie paper, cookie time! Chip or choc chip!
Were the other ones just chocolate chip?
I don't remember. They're in little bags, weren't they?
Yeah, but didn't they also have like rainbow thing? It was blue, wasn't it? The other pack with
Easy close pouch, batch baked, home style recipe.
New Zealand made, owned
And loved.
and loved.
Take time out with the comforting taste of cookie bake, baked with a passion by Cookie Time. Proud to be New Zealand's most trusted cookies, small batch baked and made to exacting standards in Christchurch.
Ooh.
From our Cookie Time family to yours, packed in a handy zip pouch to keep your cookies fresh and flavoursome.
Say it with cookies.
From here.
This is really cool. I like it, the way you can see inside.
Yeah.
These are really cool. I really love when it's a New Zealand brand. It's really like shows it's proud. Also, when I read triple choc chip, I never pictured white chocolate in there, but look.
Well, no, because that's not what triple choc is. But I guess if you've got
Triple
the three
choc is
chocolates...
3 different types though,
No,
isn't
but
it?
quite often, if you go to like a bakery, it's chocolate cookie with 2 types of chocolate in there, a white and a...
Whereas this, like a normal classic cookie, and then
We should have done a cup of tea.
we must have milk white and dark just chips, mustn't we?
You wish you had a cup of tea.
Yeah, I kind of do.
It's a shame. Oh, they smell great.
They smell really good. I like the bag.
Lovely flavour.
So, Paul, would you dunk this? Would you? I wouldn't.
I love the flavour on that.
Really nice.
Is the cookie quite vanilla-y? Got the cookie itself's got a lovely flavour.
I'm
And
dribbling.
Yeah, you are. You're a mess. And then you've got you've got the lovely bits of chocolate in there. I think that's got a fantastic flavour.
They're really delicious and a good size as well, don't you think?
Perfect snacking
Really
size.
nice flavour. And you're right, there's got to be like a vanilla in the biscuit, hasn't there? What are you giving those?
I'm going to give them an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I'll probably give them an 8 out of 10 as well.
Solid cookie.
They've been made in New Zealand since 1983.
Wow.
That's a long time. I really like the branding. I feel like they've been brought up to date,
I
haven't
wonder
they?
if Cookie Monster's sick of making them now. He just loves cookies so much.
Probably. Well, he's a cookie monster.
Yeah, a bit like me.
What's you? Are you sick of eating them?
No, but I listened to what you said. I only had one.
Oh, it would be like an hour-long footage again if we just sit and eat everything.
I just thought it was...
Got to keep the energy. The energy.
I thought the
after-
energy was high. I thought it was all good banter, to be honest with you. RJ's.
Yes. I can't find in the notes and the emails.
Till done.
These are technically Australian.
Oh, right.
And I'm pretty sure we've had Jaffas.
It does ring a bell now, you say?
That are made in Australia.
Oh, offending article.
But it does say Jaffas chocolate a Kiwi icon. Whether you roll them or bounce them, the delicious Jaffas must be the most fun orange chocolate ball ever.
Yeah.
We have had these before, but I'm talking years ago now. Do you remember these? It's a dark
think they're slightly
chocolate.
orangey.
Yeah, they are. Orange candy coating and a dark chocolate centre.
Because of Jaffa cakes, I was kind of thinking
They're
there'd be a gel in the
bouncy.
middle. Well, obviously there isn't.
I don't find there's enough orange flavour for the dark chocolate.
We get a bit of a medicinal aftertaste.
I wonder if that's their orange flavouring.
Maybe.
I like the candy coated shell.
Yeah.
I like when there's chocolate inside. It's like a mini egg, but all year round.
Yeah.
But the dark, I don't really like the dark.
I'm just getting a strange, aftertaste.
Not my favourite.
Not sure about that, yeah.
And I don't think the dark chocolate's the
I
best.
don't think that, yeah, I was going to say.
See,
I don't
this is
think
the thing.
chocolate's the best.
RJ's New Zealand's finest. But then it says Australia. So I'm interested in that one. I wonder if there's a bit of,
History there.
a bit of
Back and forth.
whose is Jaffas.
Yeah.
So what are you giving those
I
out
think
of
we
10?
started a cultural war, to be honest
Yeah.
with you. What are they out of 10? They're like a 5.
Yeah, I'd probably only give them a 5. Not the best.
No, I
but
was
they're
looking
nice.
forward to them.
I would actually think I'd rather them slightly like warmed, so then you get the crunch and then the. But it needs to be milk
A
chocolate.
little
I
bit gooey
think.
in the middle.
Okay,
Let's go for this licorice logs, because I don't want to be left.
I don't want to be
with
left. And also, these are RJ's.
These
as
are
well.
also RJ's. That's the real reason.
Proudly palm oil free. RJ's makes it better. Licorice choc logs. Are these going to be a bit like those cow
Cowtails.
tails? this now, the same brand, is made in New Zealand.
Maybe it's just the factory is in like Tasmania.
Maybe.
Or something. It's true what they say. You always want the next generation to have it better. RJ's remembers when licorice was so tough you could use it as a mouthguard.
Oh my word.
That's why we set out to craft the softest licorice the world has ever seen and wrap it around creamy Choc centre. Now young and old licorice lovers, because obviously their teeth have got, you know.
Yeah, they need it soft now.
Everywhere can get enough of RJ's licorice Choc logs. Kind of brings a tear to your eye, doesn't it? It does bring a tear to my eye.
And these are batch made in Leven, New
Nice.
Zealand.
But you know, I've got slightly better hopes for these.
I do, because they're actually licorice.
In America, when they do that like chocolate with the licorice, it's that really weird flavour. Whereas I'm hoping they'll have done like...
And like, are these proper licorice as well? I like the packet though.
Probably going to drop off the chocolate log after this, aren't
Yeah, that's the thing. I think the name's a bit, well, they're big.
Scandalous.
Chocolate
they're thick.
log.
It's a thick chocolate log, isn't it? Wow.
And you can really smell that. Can you?
Oh, I see what you mean. Like that.
Do you have your knife?
That's
Can you cut it in half?
Yeah.
Strong. Nice texture.
It was actually going nice with that chocolate in the middle.
Surprisingly, that's so much better than I thought.
I'm still not a licorice convert, but with the chocolate cream, it's better.
I'm actually weirdly enjoying that.
Like a dolly mixture almost.
Dolly mixture. You mean like what
are they called in that black?
Licorice all sorts. Yeah, like I like a lot of that pack, but then I don't. Now that I like desiccated coconut more, we should get a pack of licorice all sorts. I probably prefer them more.
Well, chocolate cream in the middle is nice.
Nice.
Like buttercream.
This is
Wow.
weirdly.
Quite enjoyable.
Like with something else we tried recently, the smell is stronger than the taste. That chocolate cream in the middle is lovely. I kind of really thought that chocolate wouldn't be that good.
2 more of those.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
3 full logs. I really don't know how to score that because, like, obviously that's not like a 10 out of 10, but I've thoroughly enjoyed that. I think that's got to be like an 8 out of 10, do you
I think
think?
like a 7.
Yeah. Like, I would actually happily finish the rest of that.
7.5.
I never thought I'd ever see
Like
the day.
a black licorice item.
I still don't think we'll be able to eat the salty licorice from
Iceland.
Or Finland,
Sweden.
was it?
Finland. They all seem to have
They
it.
were very salty.
Yeah.
Now, Paul, you had mentioned not to include these, but I saw on the back that they are proudly made in New Zealand from local imported ingredients. So we had to. It's
And
Grandma's
also-
recipe.
You're not the boss of us.
In 1875, Joseph Stacey manufactured confectionery in Queen Street, Auckland, on the site of the present Civic Theatre. The Macy's brand was introduced in the 1930s, and 3 generations on the family continues to manufacture premier quality confectionery.
He looks a bit like the guy on the Whittakers.
Tip Top.
Oh, Tip Top.
No, well, it was Whittakers, wasn't it? With the hat on.
Yeah, jelly.
So how do you think you say that then?
Feijoa? Do you
Yeah, do you
pronounce the
think
J?
These are sour. Grandpa's recipe, and I did some research, and that is a fruit. Feijoa trees thrive with very little care in most New Zealand
Now
climates.
go to the top.
Feijoa.
Feijoa.
Is how it's called over there.
Feijoa. Species of flowering plant in the myrtle family. It is native mainly to the highlands of Colombia, southern Brazil, and the hills of northeast Uruguay. But it can also be found in eastern Paraguay and northern Argentina.
You smell a bit medicinal again.
Well, it could have a strong smell because look, this title, the indescribable scent of Feijoa, the exotic fruit that became the smell of New Zealand.
Oh,
They hard.
yeah.
That's the thing, it's Grandpa's recipe. I feel like they used to like stuff like that back in the day, didn't they? Like really hard
Well,
stuff.
to soften the licorice, but not this. Oh, wow. Strange, there's a tangy sweetness, but there's also like a really like medicinal kind of like
Coming through.
almost root beer.
Whoa!
Up here you've got the really like tangy, tart sweetness, and down here you've got like a real root flavour.
How do you describe the taste of Feijoa? Huh? A mixture
I
of
see the
pineapples and
pineapples.
strawberries, but really the flavour is something all on its own. Tropical, fruity and floral.
There's definitely like a that sharp flavour is definitely like pineapple.
Here on a Reddit, Feijoa tastes like gritty soap. Change my mind.
don't know.
I'm sorry, New Zealand, but I don't get the hype. I'm trying, I really am. Is this like the condition 10% of the population has where coriander tastes like soap to them? You're just a genetic mutant. Sprinkle some coriander on the Feijoa and life will be altered. This is so funny. I love Reddit.
Yeah.
The amount of times I
So
search
funny,
something
isn't
and
it?
I'll go onto Reddit.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's like you don't want a Google search. You actually want like real people.
Well, yeah, because it's like real people's like input, isn't
Interesting.
it? Interesting.
That's definitely like a root.
Definitely like
Is that
a
what
root.
it is? You know, like when
Yeah.
you say like root
Yeah,
beer
like a
and...
root.
So
Yeah,
what
that's
are you
not, one's
giving
not
that
for
then?
me. I don't know. It's like a 4.
Yeah, I can't place that. I think I'm only going to give that a
Yeah.
4. But I can understand like the older generation liking that.
I would really like to actually just try the fruit now.
Yeah.
See how that compares
And
to the
like
fruit.
how you eat the fruit
Yeah.
and everything, because they look quite funny there. They kind of looks like a cucumber.
Like a lemon.
Okay, last but
Last
not
but
least.
not least. Lastly but leastly. I thought I recognised this. I thought this was a bit like
Alan.
the ones with like Whittaker's do
Yeah.
the collabs with, but it's not, is it?
No.
It's Fabulicious.
And is that the brand?
I think so.
that
Sherbet
funny?
Fizz, mixed flavour.
And these are also... Oh, these are
RJs.
made in Australia.
They're
these ones.
RJs.
They're RJs again.
They're also
How
RJs.
funny. Life is too short for one flavour. Start a party with Fabulicious. Mixed flavour Sherbet Fizz, soft, tangy, green apple, raspberry and tropical flavoured tubes with a fizzy sherbet centre, a fizzy celebration of your taste buds. You enjoy these pencils, don't you?
Love them. It's that like creamy bit in the middle I just love.
Yeah. Have you had one that's sherbet before?
No, I don't think so.
Green apple, raspberry and tropical. So I think that's our 3 flavours.
Cool.
What are you going with?
The orangey one, tropical.
Smells amazing.
Lovely texture. Great flavour.
Lovely taste. And it is sherbety.
Delightful.
They're more sour than some of the sour sweets we've had.
Oh, lovely. Tropical flavour, so nice. A green one apple.
Tangy green apple.
I used to get these little things in the tuck shop at school. I think they're a bit like this, but
That
literally
flavour.
taste like that. Can't remember what they were.
The
Little
rhubarb
pencils.
and custard ones.
That's what they were.
What, rhubarb and custard? You used to get those ones.
I think so.
But you might have also got the ones that would, you could just get apple, strawberry and whatever. I never used to love these things. I would always much prefer like the fizzy strips. These are so good. Texture's amazing.
And what flavour is this?
Raspberry? That tastes like something we've had from New Zealand.
That's lovely.
You know what I've realised?
What?
You said that was RJ's. This is RJ's. They've
no.
both got the lovely bite to it. Whereas sometimes you get these licorice-y things. And they're not. What are you laughing at that? I'm just
No.
pointing out that,
No,
yeah,
no,
the
it's good,
texture's
yeah.
amazing.
It's good.
Okay, they are fantastic. They are some of the best licorice tubes I've ever had. I'm going tropical number 1. I'm actually surprisingly going apple number 2 and then raspberry number 3.
I'm surprisingly going apple number 1,
Really?
tropical number 2, and
Raspberry
number 3.
I enjoyed the raspberry, but it wasn't as good as other raspberry things. It's
Right.
not quite a raspberry, is it? It's like a slightly different raspberry. That's like one of the best apples I've had for a while, because apple's really hard to do, I think.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Treat of the week.
You let me have that one.
Well, I was gonna let you finish your mouthful, and then I did think, oh, if you're gonna do it, you could do it now. It's really hard, but I think I'm gonna have to go for these. I love these so much, but I think I'm going apple cider vinegar.
I don't think it's that hard.
Why? What you're going?
I'm going for these as well.
I thought you were going
These are
Cookie
just-
Monster.
Cookie Monster.
Which, for you to have your treat of the week as a salt and vinegar, apple cider vinegar.
As you say, they just are so good. Crunch is great. Flavour is really nice.
They're punchy, but they're not too like, ugh.
Sharp. Not too...
These are so good. I really want to go to New Zealand.
What, just for those crisps?
Well, I just feel like New Zealand has so many good snacks that we like.
I know. I
They're
wonder if these have
chocolate,
other
they're
flavours.
crisps.
I'd love to try other flavours.
Yeah, must do. Paul, I promise your box is on its way. And guess what? Today I found you some dark chocolate hobnobs. So I'm very happy about that because I wasn't able to find them last time.
Content with those.
Paul, we really appreciate all of the boxes you've ever sent us.
Yeah.
Sadly, this is the end of Paul's boxes, but they just kept coming and coming, didn't they?
They
So
did,
we
yeah.
really do appreciate all the time,
It's
the
been a great
effort, the
ride.
money you would have spent. So
It's been a wild ride, but
Yeah.
it's been one I've enjoyed thoroughly.
yeah, if anyone else would like to try some of our British treats, we will leave a link to our boxes down below.
Yeah, and that's a great way to support the channel and get your hands on some delicious British goodies.
Yeah, but we really hope you guys enjoyed watching that and we'll see you soon. Bye guys.
See ya.